Need no middleman, I'm the man to man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights is sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night, I do what I like, get a check, I go for the ride. I've been down the ride for the win, still move on the hush, never run for none. I face my fears, I just drop for none, month to month, still from year to year. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Get some checks, I invest, and I spend a check. Spend a check, get it back, then I take a rest. Only race is the human, I take care of my skin. I was doing this as a rookie, now I'm up to vet. Set the trend, set the pace of play. I don't trip, but if I fall, bet I make a way. I take trips in the fall, watch the leaves change. I like to treat every day like it's my B-day. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Do it again, again, again. Do it again, again, again. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. Need no middleman, I'm the man to man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights is sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night, I do what I like, get a check, I go for the ride. I've been down the ride for the win, still move on the hush, never run for none. I face my fears, I just drop for none, month to month, still from year to year. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Get some checks, I invest, and I spend a check. Spend a check, get it back, then I take a rest. Only race is the human, I take care of my skin. I was doing this as a rookie, now I'm up to vet. Set the trend, set the pace of play. I don't trip, but if I fall, bet I make a way. I take trips in the fall, watch the leaves change. I like to treat every day like it's my B-day. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich.
Good afternoon, guys. This is Big Al, Alan Feaster with KO Boxing. Breaking news, greatest news channel in boxing. I have to joke around, guys. Thank you guys for showing up today. We appreciate it. This is a little live show I'm doing this afternoon to save some time. I don't get to go live too often, but hey, got to get comfortable again. And we're going to talk about some of the boxing news that's going on. Right now, they got some live fights going on over in the UK or overseas. Whitaker is fighting now on the DAZN network, with some of you guys are have a subscription to DAZN. You can go over there and watch that fight. I would have done a watch party for it today, but I got to go out and it's busy today. It snowed here in Omaha, Nebraska. That's where we're from. So, guys, thank you for showing up today. Appreciate it so much. Appreciate it, guys. How's everybody doing today? Okay, thank you so much. There's a light. Gotta adjust my light, guys. Maybe you guys can see me a little bit better. All right. So we're gonna get into some of the news today. Tell me what you guys think. We appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. Guys, give me 1 second. We have something brand new today. We have a call-in line number, and I powered the computer off. I forgot to add it back in. We're going to allow you guys not only to come on live to show your faces, but also you guys can uh, come on as well that way too. So give me 1 second while I pull that up. Here's the StreamYard link to click to come on live if you want to share your thoughts on boxing. I apologize. I got started late here today setting everything up, trying to go live the last minute. So bear with me one moment. Okay. All right, guys. This is the StreamYard link to click to come on live to share your thoughts on boxing. Right there. I'm going to blow it up. Give me 1 second, guys. Still learning all the new things with the new system with StreamYard. So bear with me. That's the StreamYard link to come on live. Give me 1 more second. I'm going to try to add the Google Voice. Give me 1 second. Guys, while I'm doing that real quick, I'm going to put some music back on and let me set that up real quick. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, now we added, hopefully, Google Voice works. What I'm going to do is also share that with you as well. We're going to get in some of the news stories real quick, but give me one moment. We're still getting used to the changes on StreamYard. So bear with me one moment, guys. Appreciate you stopping by. In the comments section, you guys can type your comments on screen. We'll share your comments on screen and we'll get into the news. So here we go, guys. Give me 1 second as we pull some of this up as well. A moment. Okay, guys. Now, here we go. One moment. Okay, right now they got some live results from the Ben Whitaker fight. We have live results from Whitaker versus Gavazi. That's Gavazi, round by round coverage from Birmingham, England. Give me 1 second as we try to adjust this because my vision is not so good anymore. Okay. Live results from tonight's action is going on right now, guys. Will be provided and it's here below. Okay, one moment. Okay, guys, we're going to talk about that real quick. That's a fight that's going on right now on DAZN, as I talked about earlier. I apologize for the mix-up here. So give me 1 second. We'll go through that real quick. Yeah, Ben Whitaker makes his highly anticipated debut, as we said, with Matchroom tonight against Benjamin Gavazi in this tune-up level main event for the vacant WBC silver light heavyweight title. Whitaker has 9 big wins, 0 losses. 1 second, guys. Pull this up. I messed up. Remember, this is live. I get to do this all again. Okay, let's start over again. Whitaker is now 9 big wins, 0 losses, 1 draw, 6 KOs. Plans on using this fight as a showcase for fans on DAZN against Gavazi, who has 19 big wins, 1 loss, 13 KOs. It's going on right now, guys, in the event overseas at the National Exhibition Center in Birmingham, England. It'll be shown live on DAZN right now. It begins at 2 p.m. Eastern Time and 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. These are some of the live results from that. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because we have fans from England, from Scotland, from all over the world. We have Cameron Vong, who has 9 big wins, 0 losses, and 1 draw, and 4 KOs. Gavin Gwynn, who has 18 big wins, 4 losses, and 2 draws, and 5 KOs. Battled to a 10-round majority draw in the rematch at lightweight. The scores were 97-93. Vong 95-95 and 95-95. The 35-year-old Gwynn came on in the second half of the fight to outwork tired-looking Vong. And this fight's going on earlier tonight on DAZN on some of the preliminary fights. Whatever chance Cameron, who has 23 big wins, had on winning, he blew it by holding constantly down the stretch, complaining to the referee about rabbit punches. He also looked like a fighter who was trying to get rest breaks from the pressure that Gwynn was putting on him. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. The draw tonight is an excuse for the promoters to put Vong and Gwynn back in the trilogy. They should move on and let other fighters get a chance. The fights have shown that Vong doesn't have a gas tank and basically just a 5-round fighter. At the midpoint of his fight, he got nothing left and holds nonstop from that point on. The next fight they're talking about, Molly McCain, who's 2 big wins, 0 losses, and 1 KO, defeated Ebony Cotton, who is now 1-1 by a closer than expected 6-round point decision in the super bantamweight action. Cotton suffered a cut on his forehead in the 3rd round. I guess this is some ladies. She was getting dominated by the 35-year-old McCain through 4 rounds. However, Cotton's volume, punching, and constant pressure allowed her to get the better of the tired-looking McCain in the 5th and 6th rounds. Referee Ryan Churchill scored it 58-56. Also, guys, we'll go on as well. We have Ibrahim Spider Soleiman, who's now 10 big wins, 0 losses, and 5 KOs. Apologize if I chopped up his last name. Scored a 6-round TKO victory over Nico Ogbide. His last name is spelled Ogbeide. 6 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. Captured the vacant BBBC of C Midlands Arena Super Flyweight title, Suleiman trapped Agbaji against the ropes in the sixth and landed a flurry of unanswered shots, causing referee Chris Dean to step in and halt the fight. An official time of 1 minute and 52 seconds of round six. It says the German Gavazzi, who is now 30 years old, is a step up for Whitaker. We're going to get into that as well. To get him ready to begin fighting top tier opposition at light heavyweight, promoter Eddie Hearn has already said he believes the 28-year-old Whitaker will be prepared to take on the machines at 175 pounds within 5 fights. They go on to say it may need to be sooner if he wants Ben to catch the aging injury slow Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev or Beterbiev before they retire. The third apex predator at the light heavyweight division, as we all know, recently fought this past week. David Benavidez may not stay in the division for much longer due to the planned move to cruiserweight. So he's another one of Whitaker's must fight sooner than rather than later. Tonight's card, the main card looks like Ben Whitaker versus Benjamin Gavazzi. That's spelled Gavazi. Cameron Vong versus Gavin Gwynn. Molly McCain versus Ebony Cotton. And Aaron Bowen versus Tom Cowling. And Ibrahim Suleiman versus Nico Agbidi, if I pronounce his name right. And Zulfa Barat versus Liam Dillon. In tonight's co-feature, Cameron Vong, 9 big wins, 0 losses, 4 KOs, fights for capable Galvin Gwynn, who has 18 big wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, 5 KOs. Is a 10-round bout for the WBA Intercontinental Lightweight title. Might bore you guys with some of this stuff real quick. Give me a real quick. I'm going to fix my sound if I can. Give me 1 second, guys. Apologize for the wait. In 1 moment. Still there. Give me 1 second. I got too many screens open, guys. All right, there we go. All right, I'm back. All right, guys, if you have any comments about any of the recent fights in America or overseas, you can type your comments on screen. This is a live show for today. I'm not doing a watch party. I could have been doing that, but I can't stay on real long unless you guys come on and make some comments or to share your comments on screen. Okay, let's get back in some of the main news here in the United States. There is a fight going on the zone right now. Give me 1 second, guys. We'll go through some of that real quick as well. Give me 1 moment. Okay, apologize for the wait. I got too many screens open. We're going to look at here real quick just to let you guys know off of my phone. And right now, as I said, live, we have Kraus. This phone. Give me 1 second. We have ads popping up on my phone. Give me 1 moment. We have Kraus versus Ibrahim at the sports complex. Let's look this up. Okay, today at 1 p.m., Kraus versus Ibrahim. Okay, it says about this fight. Hugh Fury, 30 big wins, 3 losses, 17 KOs, will make his long-awaited return to the ring November 29th, joining on the undercard rising light heavyweight contender Gratis Kraus, who has 8 big wins, 0 losses, and 7 KOs. That fight is going on right now, guys. Another one that's happening right now, Whitaker versus Gavazzi, as I just mentioned. Clark versus TKV. That's at 2 p.m. today as well. So let you know about those fights. Okay, I'm just going to get into the news. Okay, this is what we're going to talk about today. Give me 1 moment as we pull the news back up. We have the live results. One of the things I want to talk about that popped up earlier, we're going to get into it. This is actual news report that I would like to talk about. We're saying that Canelo chases Crawford rematch with no other options. This is what they're talking about in the news. They're saying Canelo Alvarez's decision to take on Terence Crawford in a rematch in 2026 is one of necessity. The Mexican star has no other option but to try to avenge his loss to the soon-to-be 39-year-old Crawford, who is now 42 big wins, 0 losses, and 31 KOs, guys. Into that here real quick. Also, as Chris Mannix mentioned, Canelo, who is now 63 big wins, 3 losses, 2 draws, 39 KOs, lacks options as super middleweight against notable fighters. Crawford is better known than the top fighters at 168. He says in quote, Crawford, his people have told me they've offered Canelo the rematch a couple of times in the last few months, end quote, said Chris Mannix on his channel. He also says, in quote, Canelo, is looking for Terence Crawford rematch next year. He'll probably talking about September 2026. Also, this is the first time that we've heard Canelo say publicly that he wants a rematch with Terence Bud Crawford. Guys, the payday that Canelo will get fighting Crawford again would draw if he were to fight anyone else aside from David Benavidez. Also, they say, in quote, this one stings, in quote, said Sergio Mora about Canelo losing to an older, smaller Crawford. Also, in quote, Bud Crawford isn't bigger, stronger, or younger. He just lost to a fighter that he shouldn't have lost against for, it says here, for all the belts that he needs to get back, end quote, said Sergio Mora. I guess what they're saying there. Okay. Now, guys, we'll go back here. Alvarez could have turned down the Crawford fight and would have saved himself the humiliation of losing to a smaller, older fighter. It would have been better for him to have agreed to face David Benavidez, at least if Canelo lost to Benavidez. He would have looked as bad due to him being a smaller and older. Also, they're saying, in quote, maybe the injuries held him back in training camp because it was a great performance on Bud's part. I want to see if he can do it again. I want to see if Canelo can find another way to beat this man, end quote. Also, they're saying, guys, it wasn't the injuries that caused Canelo to gas out after 8 rounds. That was his cardio, which has been a problem for him for years, guys. A rematch wouldn't probably be any different. Most people feel. I've talked to other people myself. They don't feel that the outcome is going to be any different. For Alvarez to win, he's got to build up a wide enough lead in the first 7 rounds so that Crawford can't come on later to steal a decision. This time he might get knocked out, guys. Also, in quote, Canelo has nowhere to go. He's in the twilight of his career, and he's already cleaned out everyone's relevant at 168 pounds except Terence Crawford now, said Mannix. Now, money-wise, Canelo's best payday besides a fight against David Benavidez would be against Crawford in a rematch. He hasn't cleaned out 168-pound division. I heard some other people talking the other day, guys. In my opinion, off the story here, is a lot of people say, well, give Terence Crawford the pay, give him the bag, give him the money. Maybe he can get a little bit more money than $50 million this time, but there's no point. A lot of people are saying in fighting Canelo Alvarez again, maybe just for the bag. But we'll go on. So money-wise, Canelo's best payday besides Terence would be David Benavidez. Several fighters would have an excellent chance of beating him, but they're not as popular as Crawford. He wasn't popular until Turki Al-Sheikh started putting him in the main events on his cards. Now, guys, Canelo has no choice but to try to avenge his loss to Terence Bud Crawford. It looks bad on his part that he didn't push for the rematch immediately after losing this last September. And a lot of people were saying that even Canelo said, hey, I done everything I could do. I couldn't figure this guy out. I tried everything to beat him tonight. He was just a better man, basically. That's what Canelo said that night, guys. Also in the news here, real quick, guys. Also, if you guys don't, if you want to come on live, you guys can call in now. I do have a call in number. Let me put that up on screen real quick. If you would like to call, you guys can call this number right here to call in if you want to share your thoughts. If you don't want to click the StreamYard link to come on live, you can now call this number. Call the number and see if it works. I've only tried it once myself, but I was trying to give you another option to be able to call in as well. That's the call in line if you'd like to come in and share your thoughts on boxing, whatever you want to talk about in boxing. We don't have a lot of people calling in, but you can call in that number and share your thoughts or give me crap about me making a lot of mistakes. I haven't been on in a while. So, and also StreamYard has updated a lot of things in our software system that I got to get used to. But that's the call in number to call in live if you like to call in, see if it does work. Let me go back here to make sure that's still there. Okay, yep, it's still there. So you guys can call in live if you want. Let's go back into some of the news here real quick. So tell me what you guys think. Let's go read through some of the other people's comments. Let me see here real quick. We did talk about Ben Whitaker and Whitaker's fight going on right now as well. We did bring that up. So what do you guys think about Canelo's rematch returns by Crawford? Do you guys think it should happen? Tell me your opinion. I'm going to go through some of those other comments, what some other people were saying. Let's see if there was any comments. Okay, there is some people left some comments. Let's go back here. Jock, Jock, he left some comments about it. Rematch with Crawford would be, it says rematch with Crawford will be Canelo's cash out fight, I suspect. Maybe a run out with Jake Paul next year, assuming AJ doesn't give him brain damage. Seriously, guys? Come on. Oh! All right. Okay. It wasn't funny. Okay, guys, the next person leaving a comment, remember, we're live right now for you guys. This live show is for you to come on to share your thoughts on boxing. Call the call-in number. Also, you guys can hit the StreamYard link as well to come on live. That's this link here. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's a cash app. Give me 1 second. I apologize, guys. The StreamYard link is right here. I did put it in the comment section. Click that link to come on live to share your thoughts on boxing or call in the actual call-in number. You can also call. Okay, let's go back here as well. The live show is for you guys to share your thoughts on boxing, so don't be afraid. I'll stay on for a little bit today. Another person left a comment, CRROB, no other options. David B. and Bivol would love to entertain him. Okay. Chong Pak also says, left this comment about 8 hours ago. Yes, Canelo should have to earn it. He has to beat or be, says he has no belt or pound for pound ranking now. That was also the first fight in a decade he didn't want a rematch clause. Okay. And Victor Munoz left this comment about 9 hours ago. Canelo's cashing out with the Crawford rematch. He knows he's not going to win. This is just another way of avoiding Benavidez, Better Beef. Oh, come on, ain't going to be fighting Better Beef. And the Bivol rematch, in which he would get a worse beating with less pay, is what he was saying. That was left by Victor Munoz. Also, another guy left this comment. Summer Cash. I left this comment about 10 hours ago. Pride and money grab. Canelo's cares more about the money at this point. Of course, he liked to win, but it doesn't matter as much as the ranking. And it says here again, I'm going to go back. He says, I'm blinded by the light. He liked to win, but it doesn't matter as much as ranking in another 1 to 200 mil win or loss. He's already rich, guys. He also says, hopefully he doesn't eat a whole cow the second time around. Also, Huckster, he left this comment about 14 hours ago. Crawford should pull a Usyk for all of the different reasons. Force Canelo to fight a SMW, end quote. Bud should give up the IBF belt to Iglesias. Canelo will then have a legitimate, correct, and proper SMW to stand with him in the ring. He also says Canelo versus Iglesias 2026. The fight would keep SMW fans' attention in 2026. If you can't, it says, he goes on to say, if you cannot have everything, at least get what you should have been. Now Canelo is working for the money. No more freebies for Canelo. One could argue Crawford was a freebie gone wrong. But it says Bud gets the winner. In the meantime, Crawford can dance with the MWs. He says, last statement, he says, who knows what Crawford will do if he gets the MW belts in 2026. That's kind of long. Another guy left a comment, longtime fan, 15 hours ago. James, the grab is Chuck the bullshitter. No one wants to see Canelo fight the smaller man. He doesn't stand a chance against the contenders his own size. Okay, that's what he was saying. Then this other guy left a comment. His name is spelled Huzt, Hutzta, 16 hours ago. He has another option, retirement. This is the best option because what he's been fighting lately is no longer worthy of a champion. He has enough money to go ahead and retire. I don't think he needs any money. Okay, we're done with those comments. Let's go back to the news stories. We're going to talk about Lamont Roach. He eyes WBC crown after Cruz. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm going to try to add something fun here. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's the Terrence Bud Crawford thing that we were talking about just a minute ago. Give me 1 second. I'm getting used to adding things here because they messed up my studio. Okay, this is a story we're going to talk about now. That's the call-in number. If you'd like to call in and talk live on the phone, you can, or hit the StreamYard link in the comments section, and you guys can come on live. We're going to talk about Lamont Roach and Pitbull Cruz now for a few minutes. Okay, give me one moment, guys. Okay, now Lamont Roach says he still wants to go after whoever emerges as the WBC light welterweight title after Subriel Matias defends against Dalton Smith on January 10th, 2026. Roach now, guys, is 25 big wins, 1 loss, 2 draws, 10 KOs, is fighting WBC interim 140-pound champion Isaac Pitbull Cruz in 8 days on December 6th. I probably will do a watch party for that, guys, at the Frostbank Center in San Antonio, Texas. If Lamont captures the interim belt, he'll have the key to fighting the winner of the Matias Smith fight. And we go on. Roach can't afford to look past Pitbull Cruz, who is now 28 big wins, 3 losses and 1 draw, 18 KOs, though he's going to give a lot tougher fight than he may think. Lamont had a lot of problems with the heavy shots Tank and Hector Luis Garcia were hitting him with. Also, they say, in quote, I want to fight whoever the WBC champion will be at 140 pounds, then Shakur, because I think that's the best fight in boxing. That's the best fight in our weight class to make, end quote, said Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach to Nightcap on their show or podcast about wanting to fight WBC lightweight champion Shakur Stevenson after he faces WBC interim 140-pound champion Isaac Cruz on December 6th, coming up again, guys. He also says, I think that would be a super fan friendly fight. Everyone wants to see the fight. I've been calling for it since I fought my last fight, Gervonta Tank Davis, said Roach. Now, guys, Shakur wants to fight Roach, so that's a doable one. If he returns to 135-pound division, fighting Roach gives Shakur a better chance of winning than if he were to fight some of the younger, arguably more talented fighters at lightweight. They also say, like Andy Cruz, Abdullah Mason, and Floyd Schofield, it's understandable why Shakur wants to fight Roach so badly. He has a better chance of winning and can pick up a nice paycheck as well. Life would be a lot harder if for Shakur facing Mason or Cruz or Schofield. We will go on, guys. Then the third, I'd like to fight Gary Antoine Russell. He's the WBA champion at 140 pounds, whichever comes first, end quote, said Roach when asked if he's trying to unify at 140 or 135 pounds, guys. Okay, guys, don't forget, you got the call-in number. I'm not going to beg you. I keep mentioning it a few times. You want to call in, you can try that number. If it doesn't work, type in the comment section and let me know it's not working correctly. So we'll try to set that up. Okay. Yeah, that's the call-in number to call in, guys, as well. Okay. We'll go back into the news story. Here we go. Okay. Fighting Antoine Russell wouldn't be a good idea for Roach, they're saying. He hits too hard and would be all over him. With the way that Roach fights, he would struggle against Russell. Some people probably making some comments on this. Let's get into maybe a couple people's comments. Are kind of long. Remember, the light's kind of blinding me, guys, so I'm trying to see this clearly. Okay, give me one moment. Maybe I can blow it up to see it better. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. That might help. Okay, we have this comment right now from this guy here. Drummer Cash again. He's leaving this comment. Roach will most likely pitch a shutout versus Pitbull. Rayo says Rayo put on a masterclass, and I see Roach hurting Cruz early and often. Pitbull will be countered badly, placed on his back foot as he's much less effective when he can't come forward. Now, Pitbull gets neutered and put down. Okay, this is funny. Pitbull gets neutered and put down versus Roach. As for Pitbull on this site, that was a good one. I got to give this guy a thumbs up for that. Okay. Now, Blowfly says, agreed. He agrees with him. Okay, another guy left a comment named NZ. Hope Pitbull wins that based on entertainment value. And then I guess Pitbull, go Pitbull. Another guy left a comment. So, guys, tell me what you guys think about that as well. We'll come back here in a second. Also, guys, you can hit the StreamYard link to come on live. I did put that up there. Okay, we have some people left a couple comments. Let's see who it goes. Okay, we appreciate it. We got some guys leaving some comments on screen up here real quick, guys. I'm going to try to blow that up real quick. Give me 1 second. Where I can see it. I'm going blind myself. They say I might have glaucoma or something. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. The StreamYard media thing is kind of awkward for me. Okay. Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz listening, bro. Hey, I'm stumbling through this, Bruce. Thanks, Bruce. Hey, guys, go subscribe again. Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz and more always supports me. He's been there with me from the beginning, back when I first started. Appreciate him coming on, leaving a comment here today. Also, he says also as well, Bruce says, we got to be, he says, UK. Yeah, we mentioned Whitaker's fight. We did mention that as well, Bruce. Let me clear this out, guys. We're going to remove that. But yeah, Bruce, we appreciate it. We have some UK fights going on, but I can't watch the whole card. I got to do this little live show with you guys here this afternoon, and then I got to cut out. I have to go handle some things myself. Okay. we're just going through some of the news here this afternoon. Yes, there are some fights on the zone and throughout the United States this afternoon, and there's some fights tomorrow. Okay, we talked about Canelo, we talked about Pitbull Cruz, and also, let's see, we might talk about AJ here for a minute, guys. Give me one moment as we get rid of some things here real quick. Trying some new things here as well, so give me one moment. We're going to bring AJ on. There we go. We're going to talk about AJ for a minute, guys. And this is what we're going to talk about in this news story here. Bradley warns Joshua is mentally not there. And we're going to get into that as well right now this afternoon. Okay. Tim Bradley says Anthony Joshua is mentally not there, in quote, at this late stage of his career, and it's not a given that he's going to win his fight against Jake Paul. And I'm only talking about this fight because I have some friends that really think this is going to be a real fight. Tim points to his chin when he discusses the decline in the former two-time heavyweight champion Joshua, who's now 28 big wins and 4 losses, guys. Also, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to pull this number back up. You guys can call the call-in line, call the call-in number as well. Give me one moment. I'll pull that back up. This is the call-in number if you'd like to call in and you want to share your thoughts on boxing. Okay, but let's go back here. Tim points to his chin when he discusses the decline in the former two-time heavyweight champion, who's now 28 big wins, 4 losses, 25 KOs, as he heads into his December 19th fight against Jake Paul, who is now 12 big wins, 1 loss, and 7 KOs. Now, Bradley says it is a dangerous fight, in quote, for the 36-year-old Joshua, who was knocked out in his last contest against Daniel Dubois. Now, he never stood a chance in that fight, Tim says. The right hand power and the combinations that Jake throws are going to be trouble for AJ. He views Joshua as fragile and ready to crumble when he gets hit on the chin. He also says, in quote, guys, it ain't no foregone conclusion that AJ is going to pull this shit off, man, end quote, said Tim Bradley on his channel about Anthony Joshua's fight against Jake Paul. he also says, AJ has been mentally not there. AJ is an Olympic gold medalist and has fought better opposition. He's long reigning. He's been at the top of the sport for a very long time. Also in quote, he says, yeah, he's on the downside. And this is a dangerous fight for both of these guys. This is a 50-50 fight in my eyes. He says AJ points to his chin. That's I guess Tim Bradley is pointing to his chin when he was commenting on this. Come on, man. He says, I don't know. I'm not going to predict none of that, end quote, said Bradley. Now, guys, also, as Tim says, Joshua has been in the pro ranks for a long time, soaking up shots from top fighters. His amateur career wasn't easy either. Fans witnessed his controversial Olympic gold medal win in 2012 against Italy's Roberto Camarelli, a fight that many boxing fans believe that Joshua should have lost. The Olympics that year were in England. Of course, there's going to be some favoritism if the Olympics were held in England, of course. Also in quote, if Andy Ruiz can get in there with his little short, tubby self and get in there and lay hands on Anthony Joshua, I think Jake Paul has got a chance, in quote, said Tim. Now, also, Tim Bradley says, in quote, it's a little quicker. He's a little quicker on his feet. He throws combinations and has got that looping right hand that he likes to set up, end quote, said Tim Bradley. Now, Jake Paul is faster, more agile, and lethal than the 250-pound Andy Ruiz was when he knocked out Joshua in 2019, guys. If Jake gets inside on Joshua, the fight could be over right away in the first round. Now, guys, also he says, in quote, Anthony Joshua can get outboxed by Jake Paul. I don't know. I'm serious about what I'm saying. This is going to be interesting. If Jake Paul beats Anthony Joshua, he's going to get credit in my book, end quote, said Tim Bradley again about this fight. So, guys, tell me what your guys' thoughts are in the comments section. I can share your comments on screen. Or else, guys, we want to thank Bruce Bruce Gas Boxing, Jazz and more for stopping by this afternoon. There, we just got done talking about. So, guys, what do you think about AJ fighting Jake Paul? Tell me what your comments are. Type your comments in the comment section, or if you want, we show you comments on screen. Again, that's the call-in number to call in. I haven't been live in a long time. I came out live the other day. We're just getting used to this again. But, guys, thank you guys for stopping by, showing your support. What else can we talk about in the boxing news before I leave this afternoon? I'm going to try to come on live more often. Try to come on live on Monday morning. Tuesday morning will probably be 11 a.m. Because I have physical therapy, okay, on Tuesday. All right. So, guys, what else is happening in the boxing news that we can talk about? It seems interesting for today. Nothing great about Bruce Gas Boxing, Jazz, and more on his channel. You guys go subscribe or watch. They talk about a lot about boxing history as well on their show. Also, Mercado says Shakur blocked him out of fear. I don't got a picture of this gentleman. Okay. Now, remember, again, we do have this fight going on right now. If I can pull the picture up, give me 1 second. Guys, give me 1 second. Just trying to make things a little bit more interesting. If this is it. Nope, that was not it. Okay, well, I guess I don't have it. So, guys, tell me what you guys think about all these stuff in the comment section again. Just stopping by this afternoon to go live. Let's see what he says real quick in this story. Whitaker claims he's already has skill-wise at this 175-pound weight class he is fighting this afternoon. Okay, it's going on right now, guys, on DAZN. Ben Whitaker says he's at the level now of David Benavidez and other elite lightweights skill-wise. And Whitaker, who's 9 big wins, 0 losses, and 1 draw, 6 KOs, states that in a couple of more fights, end quote, I'll be up with the elites at 175 pounds. Promoter Eddie Hearn may have other ideas, as he's talking about wanting to bring the 2020 Olympic silver medalist along at a slower 5-fight pace before he puts him in with the top echelon light heavyweights. Also, guys, they're saying here too as well, Whitaker, who is now 28 years old, still needs to shake the quitter label fans gave him after he fell out of the ring during his first fight against Liam Cameroon back in 2024. They saw a fighter who chose not to continue fighting when the going got tough against a domestic level boxer. Quitting against that level of an opponent was a harbinger, says harbinger for things, harbinger, I don't know what they're saying, harbinger for things to come. Now remember, guys, these people are from England, from over there. They have a different English language than what I use. Okay, but he says that's a sign of things to come. Says Hearn chose to ignore that fight and sign Ben anyway. Will he live to regret this signing? Do you guys think Eddie Hearn will regret signing Mr. Whitaker? Okay, as well. Okay, today, right now, going on right now, guys, as I mentioned, we have Whitaker will show whether he's cut from the same cloth as the likes of David Benavidez, Dimitri Bivol, when he fights Benjamin Gavazi here right now this afternoon. The two are meeting in a 10-round main event for the vacant WBC silver light heavyweight title in 10-rounder at the National Exhibition Center in Birmingham in England. Whitaker Gavazi will be shown live on DAZN. That again is happening now, guys. Also, in quote, not not far skill wise. I think says, I think I'm there now, end quote, he says. Said Ben Whitaker to IFL TV. When asked how far away he is from being at David Benavidez' level in terms of elite light heavyweights, I'm only 10 fights, a couple of more fights, and I'll be there, end quote, he was saying. The way Whitaker fights, showboating and moving, isn't anything like the elite light heavyweights. WBC light heavyweight champion David Benavidez attacks his opponents constantly and doesn't waste time showboating. The same with Artur Beterbiev. I call him Better Beef. Some people call him Better Beef. Bivol moves in and out, but doesn't clown around trying to make his opponents look bad the way Whitaker does. They also say, in quote, or he says, in quote, of course, you want to see me in the mix, in quote, said Whitaker when asked if he views himself among the top domestic level fighters. Anthony Yarde, Lyndon Arthur, Joshua Buatsi, also in quote, I'm the youngest one out of them. I'm probably got the best skills out of them. They got experience, end quote. He also says, ideally, Whitaker should fight those 3 fights to show that he can beat contenders before being thrown in with the Sharks at 175 pounds. Benavidez, Bivol, Better Beef. The wheels may come off the Whitaker train long before he gets to elite level guys if Hearn puts him to the test first. And that's happening this afternoon right now. You can go watch that on DAZN. Also, they're saying what Hearn should have done was wait to see if Whitaker was fool's gold or the real 24-karat stuff before signing him to a long-term contract with Matchroom, signing him to a 1 or 2 fight deal and testing him against Callum Smith, and Buatsi would have been the smart move to make. Hearn is high on Callum, so that would have been the perfect audition for the Whitaker gentleman. Also in quote, guys are saying, but for me, it's whatever comes up first. If a world title comes up first or a route to a world title, I'll take that, of course, in quote, said Whitaker. Also, he says, but if I have to go through those guys, pick them off one by one, I'll do that. I've got 10 fights and I have people with 20 or 30 fights calling me out. So whatever I'm doing something right. I think the more experience I get, the more dangerous I am. So if I was them, I would get me now, end quote, he says. So guys, tell me what you think about that. Let me go back here and see if there's anything else we can talk about in the boxing news this afternoon that would seem interesting enough for us to talk about. Okay. We're just going through here is what we talked about. AJ, we talked about Lamont Cruz, Pitbull Cruz. We talked about Canelo Alvarez. Okay. And I think that might be it for today, guys. I gave you a chance to call the call-in number, to call in live. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Thank you for stopping by. This is a quick little live we're doing. We'll be live during the weekday mornings coming up this week. Keep an eye out for some other news reports that we're doing. And remember, guys, from now on, you guys can also call in, not only show your face on screen, but you can call on the phone and say, hey, what's up? But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Went through some of the news real quick. I would like to do a live watch party today with the Whitaker fight. But I got to go handle some business. Hey, guys, peace and love, guys. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, guys, for your support. Don't forget, ring-a-ding-ding. Hit the like button. Hit the bell notification button. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you again for stopping by. Say goodbye to this pretty lady here, guys, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good afternoon, everybody.
Boxing is a tough sport, and my hat go off to all boxers because you got to be a certain type of brave type of person to do boxing, just like just like air pilots that fly the airplanes. I never want to fly an airplane. I think you gotta be I think you gotta be a tough person to want to fly a fucking airplane. Are you kidding me? What if I push one button wrong and I destroy everybody? Boxing kind of like that. You gotta put your nerves on the guy. You gotta believe in yourself. Pilots gotta believe in themselves to land this aircraft.
Yes.
And I believe boxers are the same way. You gotta believe in yourself to land that knockout. So my hats go off to you. I wish you nothing but the luck. I've been trying to find more clips on you to watch you because like I tell KO, I'm a casual boxing fan.